We're going to get on the road, head towards Chiang Mai. Now, it's about a 6.5-hour drive from where we are now. And I want to be in Chiang Mai for our member get-together. But that's the schedule. We'll probably do a couple more stops in the north, do some camping. But for right now, we're headed to Chiang Mai. Now we've been traveling in the truck with a little air purifier, an negative ion generator, and we've hit Merrigan, which is just north of Chiang Mai, and in the car it's 39 parts, 2.5 parts per million. Okay, and so let's go outside and see what it is outside. I don't know if you can see this. It's up to 101, 106, 114, 116. Doesn't look too healthy to be in Chiang Mai. Anyway, just thought I'd update you on the air quality as we hit Chiang Mai. So we're in Chiang Mai. It was about a 7-hour trip from Phuket, driving the Silver Shark, and we made it. It was nighttime when we arrived. I wanted to just mention something that's really noticeable. When we were driving into Phuket, there's a lot of little vendors that sell, they're the Hmong people, and they sell the indigenous products like vegetables and flowers and stuff like that along the side as you enter into Phuket. And I thought, that's really weird. Then we got into Phuket, and there was nobody there. The hillsides are usually covered with tents and everything, and there's minivans filled with people, and even some buses up there. There was nobody. It was dead quiet. Well, I'm in Chiang Mai. This is one of my favorite hotels to stay, and it's a Saturday today, so it's a weekend. It's usually packed. Check this out. Here's the parking. There's the Silver Shark. And no other cars. And here, all along here, there's usually cars parked. And all the way down here, there's usually cars, and there's only the maintenance trucks down all the way down there. We're the only car here. There were a couple foreigners that were eating breakfast the same time we were, but there's no Asian people. A large percentage of them were Chinese, and Thailand was depending upon those people continuing to come because there's billions. Now, the numbers, just to be clear about this, the numbers were dropping considerably before the coronavirus hit. But since the coronavirus hit, it is quiet, dead quiet. I heard it's quiet within the city. We haven't been out yet. We're going to explore around the city, and I'll let you know if it's this quiet everywhere in Chiang Mai. If it is, it's going to be like it was when I first came to Chiang Mai 25 years ago. Oh my God. No, it won't. They built up this city a lot. Anyway, we're going to go out and explore. If there's anything to report, I'll get back with you. But I just wanted to let you know that Thailand is quiet. While we're in Chiang Mai, one of the things that's always on our list to do is to donate to the orphanage. Part of membership dues goes towards the orphanage that we have always supported up in Chiang Mai. And that was Ban Kin this time. We're going to go check out the smaller one called Ban Dek Di, which means a house of good kids. And instead, in lieu of giving them money, we're going to buy them some things that were shown on their website that they needed, and then maybe next time, or we'll continue to give them money as well, but they needed some products. So we got all sorts of stuff for them. Example of what we got on, this is toiletries, and they want some food, so we're going to go to the market and get fresh food for them, and then we're going to go to the orphanage and give it to them. So come along with us. So, we've been in the market and we bought everything. So, let's go take care of the kids. How are you? Sabay di mai? Chào you nai? Okay. Hello from Huai Nam Dang. Now, for you all that were watching last year, we camped here before. Nat, do you remember what month it was that we camped here?
December, January, something like that.
It was about the same time. And if you all remember last time, if you haven't seen it, go back and watch. Maybe I'll remember to put a link for it. It was packed. There was a lot of people here. In fact, we pitched a tent, and somebody put a tent right next to us and snored all night. You remember that? Well, we're in the same place again. This was what, 4 hours from Chiang Mai, something like that, about 4 hours from Chiang Mai. We didn't know where we were going, and sort of we were headed one way and diverted and ended up here instead. And so we came up here thinking, well, it was cool, beautiful clouds in the morning when the sun comes up, so that was really cool. We liked that. We didn't like all the people before, but we're here, and guess how many people are here? Guess! Nobody! We're the only people here. Check this out. There's nobody here. Look, there's the campgrounds down here. Nobody. We're the only people here. There's our car. So, is this a good thing or a bad thing that there's nobody here?
Good.
It's good. It's going to be really quiet. But before, when there were a lot of people, there were little booths set up.
Yeah.
And a little restaurant. In fact, we did a video from eating in the restaurant the night that we arrived last time. And so we were able to eat food. Then in the morning, there was a place that had like rice soup and coffee. We could get fresh coffee, everything.
Yeah.
Nobody. In fact, we didn't even have the money to pay. We don't have blankets. So we got sleeping bag, 2 sleeping bags. We didn't have to change. The lady was like, okay, never mind. It's like ended up 20 baht or something. She said, pay, go buy something and come back. There's nothing to buy. There's nobody here to sell anything. So anyway, this is the deal. There's campgrounds. Last time we said, oh, we should maybe camp over in these other campgrounds. It was quieter. They're not even open. There's only 4 areas open. And as you can see, it's Nat and I camping in
Huai Nam Dang.
Huai Nam Dang. So, this is what I'm saying. It is really quiet in Thailand. And I think it's a good thing. But I'm sure for people trying to make money now, it's not a good thing. But we're going to get set up and get some food. It seems late, but it's only 3:30. But it seems later than that. But so we're going to get our tent set up. I'm not sure if we're going to do it here or over by the office. We didn't do it by the office before because there were so many people. But there's nobody here. I think the view's better over there, so we're going to check it out. And then we're going to pitch a tent, get our stuff ready, and get ready to cook dinner. Right?
Yeah.
You excited?
Yeah.
And we got sleeping bags to stay warm tonight. So we'll be back shortly. Well, we got everything set up, right, Nat? Yeah, we're all set up, ready to go. We're going to start working on dinner. It feels late, but it's only like 4:30. Up in the mountains, what happens is the sun goes down early behind the mountain, so it gets dark earlier. But we're all set. You can see we've set up our little house. Not a tent, a little house. And we're good to go. But I can tell you, here, stop, don't do anything. Oh my God, it's quiet. You only hear the birds, right? Yeah, the birds, huh? And the bugs. But I'm not sure how cool it's going to get tonight, but I think the temperature is going to be nice. The lady said it was going to get cool, so we got the sleeping bags. We rented them. How much were they?
30 for one.
30 baht. Is that for one night or for till we leave?
Not sure.
Not sure. Anyway, we got those, and we're going to go ahead and get something to eat. And then maybe we'll talk to you a little bit before we bed down.
Yeah.
Now, there's supposed to be in the park here, no fires, so you're not supposed to have a fire. You're not supposed to drink alcohol, and you're not supposed to have any loud noises, loud music, or anything like that. So we're good to go. So we're going to go ahead and cook up some dinner. Do we know what we're having? Soup. We didn't bring... We thought that the little store was going to be open and the restaurant open up here. Nothing's open, so we have limited supplies as far as food and stuff. But I think we'll be able to get by. I'm not sure how many days we're going to stay here, but I'll tell you what, with this peace and quiet, having the whole park to ourselves, it's pretty nice. Anyway, see you in a little bit. Well, we made an executive decision, and that is the sun is starting to go down. And before that happens, because we think it might get a little cool, we made an executive decision to take showers now. We got our Jack Bauer bag, and we're going to go see how cold the water is. Think it's cold, Nat?
No, it should not be too
Okay.
cold.
She says it's not cold. We'll see. I think it's going to be freezing. But we'll check it out, and then hopefully we'll get our dinner made before it gets dark. And we're having lobster and
Noodle.
yeah, we're having a gourmet dinner. Probably instant noodle soup and something. But we have shrimp, fresh shrimp. So maybe instant soup with fresh shrimp. Anyway, the showers are up here, not far. And no hot water though. We know that for sure. But hopefully we'll get our shower and then get back before that sun goes down. Western toilet in the shower, yay! And shower, no hot water. Still trying to find the crown jewels. I only got three words to say. You know what I have to say, Nat?
Really cold.
That's only 2 words. My 3 words is, oh my God. Now ma, that means very cold. It was like using the water from the cooler with the ice in it. Wow. It was really cold. I told Nat, I shouted from the shower. Don't know how I'd do this early in the morning. It would be really cold.
No, not morning. Maybe almost lunch.
Almost lunchtime, yeah, maybe almost lunchtime. Yeah. Hopefully the jewels will come back in a couple hours. And look at this. This looks like wild, not cabbage. What do you call this? Kale? Not kale. I don't forget what you call this. But anyway, wild. Pretty though. Anyway. Alright. Time to go cook. Right, Nat? Maybe we can heat up by the butane stove. Well, Nat,
Yes.
we ate our instant dinner,
Yeah.
and we just realized there's nobody up here selling anything, so we're not going to be able to get ice or anything. So we're going to have to go through the fresh food as quick as possible and deal with the dry goods for as long as we're going to be here. I'm not sure how long that's going to be, but sun's going down.
Yeah.
It's getting cooler, huh? Yeah, you can see Nat's already chilling out. And so I think it was a good idea. We got the sleeping bags, rented the sleeping bags. I think it's going to be cool. I want to talk for just a second and talk to the viewers about what's happening in Thailand. I did a video, I think it was 2 videos ago, about the virus, the coronavirus. And I didn't realize that it was, well, actually we did. We talked about that when we came from Vietnam, how empty the airport was when we arrived. And in Huai, there wasn't a lot of people when we went to the food court in the shopping mall and things like that. But when we got to Put the Butt in the last video, that's not a park. That's a muban, chamai? Yeah, it's a community. And it's based a lot on tourism. And they used to have tents that covered the hillsides. And people would come up there because it was in the mountains. And it was cool. And it was pretty.
Yeah.
How many people were there this time?
Nobody.
There was nobody there. There was hardly anybody. And the tents were all gone. It's like they abandoned the people that were there, had no business, and they left. Then we went to Chiang Mai. We had a member meeting. We needed to go see our members and stuff and hang out for a couple days in Chiang Mai. And Chiang Mai was the way it was when I lived there 15 years ago. And it sort of got the same quaintness that it did back then. And it had lost that because of it got overrun with tourism. In my respect, you come from a big city in America, it's probably really still quaint, but right now it's really nice. There's not a lot of people there.
Yeah.
And
Not look busy like before.
no, it doesn't look busy. Used to have people flooding up and down on the sidewalks and stuff, and all the restaurants, tour buses, minivans packed with people, and it was in the high season. It was really high. So but when we went to rent the motorbike, what did the motorbike driver wanted to rent, or the motorbike guy who wanted to rent the motorbike wanted 250 baht for the day. And then we started to look next door, and he goes, no, 200. And then he said, what did he tell you?
Quiet.
He said, I have to. Yeah, I said, 200? He said, yeah, I have to. And then he got to talking about how they're really suffering because of not having the tourism. I mean, it's really a big deal. And so then we came up here. Last year we were here almost exactly the same time, and it was filled with people.
Yeah.
We pitched a tent almost exactly right here, and people put the tent like right next to ours. Of course, he snored all night. That wasn't a good thing, but there was a lot of people here. We came up. We're the only people camping. We're the only people here. Not even staff. I mean, there were a couple people in the office, but there's nobody here. Completely quiet. Now, why I'm bringing this up is there's an upside and downside to this. The upside is if you like peace and quiet and quaintness and the way Thailand was 15 years ago or something, before tourism hit it, then you're going to love this. But tourism makes up about 15% of your total, what we call GDP, and that's all the money that the country makes, is about 15%. So it's tourism. So they're really going to suffer. And the guy who rents the motorbike said that. And when we ate last night in the restaurant, she told us it was really slow. She used to have queues outside her restaurant to come in and eat, and there was probably 3/4 of the restaurant was filled. And so this is going to be a real big challenge for Thailand. And it's an opportunity for people who have money, both Thai and foreigners, because you're going to be able to buy. People are already suffering and turning back in cars, and they're defaulting on loans. You'll be able to pick up houses and condominiums and automobiles and all sorts of stuff cheap, because they've relied on tourism and thought that that would never stop. And so they're really facing some challenges now. I also wanted to mention something that, I talk about no-fly zones, Phuket and Pattaya and a couple other places that I don't think is a good place to retire to. And for a number of reasons, because we become targets and stuff like that. We did notice in Chiang Mai, though, even though you're not a target and it's not on my no-fly zone, we were treated differently this time than other times we've been there. The motorbike guy was really nice when he wanted to rent us the motorbike. Well, when we brought it back, they were looking like, we think you damaged it. Sort of like what they do in Phuket with the jet skis or the wave runners. You make sure that you take your contract, or if you're renting the wave runner, But if you're going to rent a motorbike, take the contract before you sign it so they can see your name's not on it yet. Hold it in front of the motorbike and either video the whole motorbike close up or take pictures so when you go and come back they can't say you damaged the motorbike. Yeah. We didn't have to pay, but she was trying to say we had damaged the motorbike. And so she wasn't really that friendly when we came back. She'd already got the money, right? You're going to find that in some of these places where there's a high degree of tourism and now the money's drying up. There's a lot of stress. So just wanted to mention that. We're going to enjoy our night here. Oh man, listen. Quiet, it's incredible. We never get quiet anywhere. This is really nice. So we're going to enjoy our evening. This will probably be the last video for tonight. And we'll pick it up in the morning. I don't know what we're going to do for breakfast. We do have some food and some coffee. So I guess we're good to go, huh? Yeah. So have a good night. We'll see you in the morning. JC and Nat out. See ya. I want to show you something. But before I do, I got to tell you, my sinuses last night and today, I mean, it's white, and this is the way it was in Puerto Bert, where we were camping before, but it's very hazy. But I checked yesterday the 2.5 parts per million, which is the hazardous stuff for your lungs, and it's not real high. I don't know if you can see this. It actually is about 90, well, just about 102, 103, somewhere between 90, 102, 103. It vacillates with the air. But, and if you're interested in one of these, it gives the temperature, the humidity, and the 2.5 reading. I'll put a link in the description. But anyway, there's something really, and that's sort of congested as well. So there's something blooming here or something that's causing our allergies to kick up. But one thing that I want to show you that I don't think is contributing to my allergies, but is something that you got to check out. And that's just catching up on some laundry. Good day, sunny day, huh? Sunny day. There's the bathrooms. It's warmed up now, but this morning it was like doing a polar plunge. Oh my God, was it cold. The family jewels thought we'd gone into a new ice age. Oh, was that cold. The water was just, oh, it'll wake you up. It's better than espresso, I can tell you that. And when I say it's warmed up, there's actually a temperature gauge right here. We'll be able to see how much it's warmed up to already. It's 34 degrees Celsius. I'm not sure what that is in Fahrenheit, and I've been here 20 years and I still haven't got it all down to conversion. Anyway, but I'm going to show you something that's, I think, is incredible. And it's just up here by the ranger station, which pretty funny. I don't know, maybe they're on lunch break or something, but it's not lunchtime yet. Only 11:15, but there's nobody, not even any rangers. Just a sign on the door, maybe what time they'll be back. We have the park literally to ourselves. Very cool. Anyway, I want to show you something. There's a part of the park here that's all wooded with these pines, which in itself is, I think, beautiful. Shady. You got the smell of the pine. Really nice. But what was really interesting is all these pine trees have wild orchids on them. There's not as many in bloom today as there was yesterday. Yesterday I came through here and every pine tree had all the white flowers. These are all wild orchids growing on the tree. See this? So all these trees have these wild orchids growing. This is beautiful. Orchids are my favorite flower. They were my father's as well. But this whole This whole area, all these trees are covered with these. Yesterday, some of them have fallen, but yesterday this thing was just, I'm like, I walked in here and went, wow, what's all these little white, wow, they're all wild orchids. Very nice, huh? Cool. A bonus. Anyway, I thought I'd share that with you. Some of you might be interested in flowers. Some might not be. But I thought it was really cool. So anyway, let me go help Nat with the laundry. Maybe another coffee. Look, even next to the sink here. Cool, huh? And check some email and stuff. Make sure no fires to put out. Pun intended, because I'm in the park. And you're not allowed to have fires here. Anyway, hope you enjoyed our little tour of the orchid garden. See ya. Well, we wanted to leave and escape the bad air. But we have sleeping bags. We got to get back to the office. And as you can see, the sign is on the door today. Nobody home. And we tried calling the phone numbers. Nobody answers. And Nat's ID is inside. So we're sort of stuck right now in the bad air. Speaking of bad air, we had about 5 vans pull up just a little while ago. And the people got out, Thai people. And they were doing the chikung. And they were saying, what?
Deep breathe.
Do some deep breathing. Oh, the mountain air. Good air, yeah. Anyway, we're waiting. Hopefully somebody will show up. We'll be able to give them back the bags. And they'll be able to give back Nat's ID. Some days you get the bear.
Someday the bear get you.
Yeah, someday the bear gets you. Today the bear is getting us. And the bad air is getting us. Hey, JC here. If you like that video, make sure to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel here. Also, we have another video up here you're going to be really interested in watching as well. And if you're looking for all the details of how to retire in Thailand in one place, plus a group of people to support you, check this out over here. Give it a click.